بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى نبيه وآله ومن استنى بسنته واهتدى بهداه إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, حياكم الله dear sisters, to this session, which is a continuity of the subject we started some months ago, and getting the benefits from the biography of the Prophet ﷺ, going through some events in the life of the Prophet sallallahu. And today we want to go through some images or views of the life of the Prophet ﷺ and how he used to be in his house. So it is mainly about the life of the Prophet ﷺ in his house, inside his house, and how he was with his wives, sallallahu alayhi, so that we get the benefit from the biography of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Allah Ta'ala says in the Quran, وَعَاشِرُهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ, and live with them in a good way. And here Allah Ta'ala also say, فَإِمْسَاكٌ بِمَعْرُوفٍ, and holding, and the husband hold his wife in a good way, for ma'roof, and in a good way of life, so that when the life gets when it gets terrible and hard and not well going, then it should end up, as Allah Ta'ala said, أو تسريح بإحسان. Also, if the life cannot continue smoothly, then divorce, then separate in a good way. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was the excellent example of the husband, as what he sallallahu alayhi wasallam said in the hadith known by hadith Zara. The hadith Zara is a good hadith of how he sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to be with his wife. Hadith Zara is reported by Imam Muslim rahimahullah ta'ala on the authority of Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, who said that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said to her one day, that there were 11 women from the people of Yemen they sat they sat together one day, and they promised one another that everyone says what she knows about her husband, hiding not anything from them. And then he went through the whole 11 now, and each one spoke with what she knows about her husband, the good and the bad of it. But when he sallam, spoke about the last one, the 11th, which is Zar, and how she said that Abu Zar was a good husband and his mother was a good mother-in-law, and his son, his daughter, his servant, everyone was good in that family. But one day he went out of his house and he saw another woman with two young children, two young kids, and he liked her, so he divorced Zar and married that woman. And maybe that was because they were Christians or something like that, because they were in Yemen, and Yemen were majority Christians and some Jew, and very little number of them were atheists. And as we know that in Christianity, a bid'ah that they have innovated, that the husband cannot marry another woman, so he divorced her. Allah A'lam what was the reason for him to divorce her, but he married the other woman. He married the other woman. Now, so Rasulullah after saying this to Aisha, he said to her, I am to you like Abu Zar to Zar. Meaning, because he mentioned how generous he was, how kind he was, how gentle he was. Now, so he sallam, of course, better than millions of Abu Zar, of the example of Abu Zar. Who Abu Zar is to be even similar to Rasulullah, rather than that Rasulullah to be similar to him. But Rasulullah is the best mankind. The best mankind. So he, Rasulullah told Zar, told Aisha that he was to her as kind as Abu Zar, but Abu Zar at the end divorced his wife Zar to marry another one. But he, Rasulullah said to Aisha that I would never, but I'm not going to divorce you. He said to her that I'm not going to divorce you. So the way Rasulullah used to live with his wives is a good way. And that's why his wives, although they respect him as a messenger, but they saw the best example of a husband. Best example of a husband. And for example, one day Abu Bakr Siddiq came and he found Rasulullah and Aisha were a bit they're not quite good with each other. So Abu Bakr Siddiq immediately he spoke very aggressively to Aisha, because this is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to him, Ya Abu Bakr, if I would do this, I would never call you to come. Subhanallah. Aisha, like that, when Abu Bakr was aggressive with her, she ran after Rasulullah because she saw a good husband. That's what we need today. Men to be good husbands and the women to be good wives, to know the value of a husband. The husband is something that no one in the family can be like him. Father cannot be like the husband. Brother cannot be like the husband. Son cannot be like the husband. No one can be like the husband, because that is something that the woman needs, which no one can provide for her. They may give her money, they may give her shelter, they may give her whatsoever she needs, but one thing cannot be given to her. If she wants a child, no one can give her a child but the husband. The husband is the cause of the child that the woman give birth of and become a mother because of. So he sallallahu used to be very gentle with his wives. And we're going to go through some examples. What uh, the like of what Imam Ahmad reported in al-Musnad on the authority of Aisha radiallahu anha. She said, now look, these are reported from his wife, Aisha radiallahu anha. And Aisha was the youngest. She was very young. And usually the young woman makes the man nervous because of their too many requests, too many complaints. That's the nature how the youth are now. But when the person gets older, they be more firm and tranquil than in the age of maturity or very young. But Aisha radiallahu anha found the best treatment ever woman can find. And that's why she said in this hadith, ما ضرب رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم بيده امرأة له قط ولا خادمة. He صلى الله عليه وسلم never hit with his hand a woman of his, nor a servant. So he sallallahu alayhi wa used to treat them very nicely, very goodly. And even in sleeping with them, he had at the time 9 wives. Most of them were old, with children from previous marriages, but not Aisha and Hafsa. A couple of ones, like Aisha was the youngest, and she was the only virgin woman that he married. But he never used to give her more than the others. Now, so those who have more than one wife, they need to fear Allah and be like that. He sallallahu used to sleep with each one in her night. To limit that, if one is in menses and it is her turn to sleep with, he would tell her to put a piece of cloth over a private part, and he enjoys her away from that. Look at that. He could wait until next day he goes to the other wife who's not in menses. Now, but he never used to make one of his wives feel that, oh, he loves the other more than me, or like that. Not like the men today. Men today are upon very, very big injustice today. She, and even when he used to travel, as in Bukhari and Muslim, on the authority of Aisha, radiallahu ta'ala anha, again, that he sallallahu used to toss a coin. He used to toss a coin now between his wives, and whose turn comes, then she goes with him, regardless who she was. Now, he used to take her with him. Allah Ta'ala made it that most of the times Aisha gets the turn by the toss, by tossing the coin, by drafting the coin. So he sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to take the one whose turn comes with the coin or something like that, from the justice. Now, even when they used to sit on meal, as in Sahih Muslim, Aisha radiallahu anha said that we might sit on a meal and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam gives me a bone of the sheep which has a little bit meat on it, or some meat on it, and he gives her to eat the meat. He does not use to eat the meat for himself, but he used to give it to Aisha radiallahu anha. And then he sallallahu asked her, he takes the bone, the remaining bone from her, he asked her to give him the bone after she would have eaten the meat. Now, and then he says to her, show me, from where did you eat? Where did you put your lips? And then he puts his lips there, right there. What's this for? Just to make her happy, to show her that I put my mouth exactly on the same side of the bone where you put your mouth. Likewise, when she used to drink in a cup or in a cup, he asks her, where did you drink from? He knows where, but he just wants to draw their attention to show her that I'm doing it intentionally, not accidentally. Now, and this pleases the woman. Now, so he used to drink from that. Also, the woman needs to do the same thing. And it's not only the man. When the woman does the same thing to her husband will also love her and show more kindness to her. Now, so it's both sides, role. It's not only one side role. And he sallallahu used to even serve his family in his house, as she, Aisha radiallahu anha, said, as in Sahih Bukhari, when her nephew Abdullah bin Zubair asked her one day, he asked her, he said, what was Rasulullah doing in his house at his lifetime? What did he used to do? She said that he used to serve his family. He used to serve his family. But when the adhan is raised, he leaves us like if he doesn't know us. Like if he's someone, he never knew us. In Musnad Ahmad, she said, in the Musnad of Imam Ahmad, Aisha radiallahu anha said that he was a man, a regular man, like any one of you, but he used to maintain his thobe, his clothes, and he used to milk the goat and serve himself. If he needs anything, he used to do it for himself. And even he used to repair his shoes, and he used to help his family. And this hadith is authenticated by Albani in Sahih al-Jami. And he, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, used even used to notice the emotional things. Not, he wasn't that person who was tough, but he was very kind and nice to his family. He used even to let them entertain. And for example, like in the hadith of Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, as in Sunan Nasa'i, that he sallallahu one day he told Aisha when she was in the house, he came to the house and he told her, do you want to watch the Abyssinians playing the war dance in the masjid? The war dance in the masjid. Now, she said yes. She said yes. And then he raised her over his shoulders so she can come to the edge of the wall and watch. Subhanallah. And he used to say to her, is it enough? She says, no. Is it enough? She says no. Up until she said yes, and then he never said, Khalas Aisha, I am tired. He never said that. He was standing, carrying her over his shoulders, saying, how do you, is it enough, is it enough, is it enough? Until she said yes, it is enough. Then he let her down. Then he let her down. Now, and and he used to even let her, because of her age, play with the dolls, now, and also play with her friends, female friends, the girls who were in her age. He did not used to stop her from that. Now, he used to let her have some type of entertainment, innocent entertainment with innocent children, kids like her age. Now, and one day he saw her carrying some type of doll which was of horse, that has wings, horse with wings. He said to her, what is this, Aisha? She said, it is a horse. He said, horse with wings? She said, didn't you hear of the horse of Suleiman? And he used to laugh up until his moral teeth be seen. Now, because of what she says. Now, so, and also he used to, whenever, he used to take her with him, or any wife, in long journeys, he used to, allow them to, entertain, so that they don't feel boring, and they don't feel it hard, like what happened with Aisha radiallahu anha, when they were going to the battle of Tabuk, as in the hadith reported by Imam Ahmad, Abu Dawood, and Nasa'i, and Ibn Hibban, with the authentic chain of narration. He, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, told Aisha, because they were traveling from Medina to Tabuk on camels, and it is nearly about 700 kilometers in the summer, in the middle of the desert, windy, dusty, hot, very difficult, very hard. So he felt that this young woman needs to have some entertainment. So he said to her, Aisha, do you race me? She said, yes. So they raced, and because she was light and young, she raced him, she won him. And then in other journey, he did the same thing, but Aisha at that time became a bit hot. So he won that race. He won that race. And likewise, he sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to be with his wives. Now, and he used to allow them wear jewelries and beautify themselves. Now, so likewise, we need the husbands today to be, but as I'm talking to my sisters and my daughters, we need also to bear in mind that the man is as they say, is a collection of emotions. If he doesn't find some good treatment from the wife and respect and love, then how come he exchanged that? We need to see it from both sides. Him being nice to his wife and her being good to her husband. So by that, they both built up a good, strong Muslim family, Muslim climate that makes the children become very strong and their morale become very good. But these type of arguments between the husband and wife that we see today, especially in the West, because of what background they came from, and most of them want to continue the style of life as it was before Islam. That's wrong. The man and the woman, once they come to Islam, they need to remove the clothing of the cover, and I mean by that the custom, the culture, the way of life, and change themselves 180 degrees to be gentle, tolerant, to be nice, not violent, not aggressive, but to be nice. That's how the Muslim man, Muslim husband and Muslim wife need to be. Otherwise, they both are working together to damage, to destroy the morale of the children. And when the morale of the children is destroyed, don't ask what type of child this becomes. It may become criminal. It may become disgraceful to his parents. It may become someone who might even commit a suicide, maybe kill himself or herself, because of this stress that the parents put the child in by the selfishness and stinginess and just caring about their own pleasure, their own entertainment. That is all wrong, should not be seen in the Muslim family. Muslim family must show mercy in every corner and every side of the house and outside the house. The father needs to be a merciful father to his children. The husband needs to be a merciful husband to his wife and kind. And also the wife or the mother need to show this type of mercy and kindness to their husbands, to their wife, to their children, like that. Not this tough life we see today from both the man and the woman, and the too many complaints, question after question after question raised, all about husband beating wife, wife disobeying husband. And I saw by my eyes, no one told me, but I saw when I was in a Western country, I was coming out of the masjid, I saw a big fight outside the masjid. And I was shocked to see a woman in her niqab, holding her slipper in her hand and running after her husband, who have beaten her at that time in front of everyone, even the kuffar. He beaten her, they had argument, and then he beaten her, and then he beaten her, and then she was chasing him with the slipper. That is because they still live in the kuffar style of life, kuffar way. They don't understand that they have to take off this. They have to take over this. As the Prophet ﷺ says, خياركم في الجاهلية خياركم في الجاهلية إذا فقهوا. And the best of you are the ones who were the best in their Jahiliyyah time, but if they have fiqh today of the deen. That is how we need the man and the woman to be. Not the way we see today men and women who come to Islam, and even original Muslims, and even here in the land of Islam we see also some type of these practices because of the influence that they got from the media, because they watch a lot of these rubbish dustbin that is dumped through the dishes and satellites into the houses of the Muslims, corrupting their life, damaging their morale, making them like even animals. That is what the kuffar and the shaitan behind them want from the Muslims to be. But Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam gave us a good example. His wives gave us a good example. They all, and the Sahaba, males and females, gave us a good example. That's what we need to follow and imitate in our life. And especially Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam and his wives. That's how we need to be with one another. The husband to the wife to the husband, as Allah Ta'ala called them. Second, and means tranquility. And Allah Ta'ala called the husband and the wife, that each one is a cover of the other, is a cover of the other, like the clothes covering the body, like the blanket covers the person when he's cold, like that. The husband covers his wife and the wife covers her husband, meaning to cover both each other with mercy, with gentleness, with kinship, with like these things. So we need to cooperate in order to make our life go smooth and our family become strong and our religion become right and positive affecting on us and on the community and the society and the whole earth. That is how the Muslims can change the whole world, but not like what they are today. What they are today is completely far away from Islam. My dear sisters, my dear daughters, wake up, be careful. Don't just imitate and copy the bad examples, the wrong ones. Always look to the best and do like them. Look to the good ones and do like them. Always read the biography of the Prophet ﷺ, the biography of the wives of the Prophet ﷺ, the biography of the Sahaba, and try to be like them. وَتَشَبَّهُ إِن لَمْ تَكُونُوا مِثْلَهُمْ إِنَّ التَّشَبُّهَ بِالْكِرَامِ فَلَاحُ. Imitate them, do like them if you can't be, if you are not them. If you cannot be exactly like them, at least try to copy them, as copying the people of success is a matter of success. Yes, my dear daughters and sisters, let us now divert our life from the way it is on today, Western way, to the Muslim way. The Muslim way is not only in wearing the niqab, that is one important thing, but it is also in how to deal with one another. The husband with wife, the wife with the husband, children with parents, parents with children, neighbors with neighbors, and like that. By that we spread the exact and proper and correct and understanding of Islam to all. أسأل الله بمنه وكرمه أن يجعلني وإياكم من خير عباده، وأن يجعل أزواجنا خير أزواج، وأن يجمعنا بهم في جنات النعيم على سرر إخوانا متقابلين متكئين عليها متقابلين مسرورين في دار الحبور والسرور إلى جوار رب كريم وبصحبة نبي كريم إنه على ذلك قدير وبالإجابة جدير. والله تعالى أعلم، وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. آمين.